श्री श्री गौरनाथाय की जय। लक्ष्मी नरसिम्हा स्वामी की जय। राधा गोविंद की जय। तुलसी महारानी की जय। श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयामुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्ति भवति नैष्टिकी। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 25, Text 30. Tat etat me to me, vijanihi. Tadetan me vijanihi. Yatha aham mandadhi hare. Yataham mandadhirare. Sukham buddhyeya durbodham. Sukham buddhyeya durbodham. Yosham bhavat anugrahat. Yosha bhavad anugrahat. Tadetan me vijanihi. Yathaham mandadhi hare. Sukham buddhyeya durbodham. Yosha bhavad anugrahat. Vijanihi. Taham mandadhi hare. Sukham buddhyeya bodham. Yosha bhavad anugraham. Buddhyeya durbodham. Bhavadanograham. Tadetan me vijanihi. Mandadhi hare. Buddhyeya durbodham. Bhavadano. Tat etat. That same may to me vijanihi. Please explain. Yatha, so that aham, I, manda, slow, dhi, whose intelligence, hare, O my Lord, sukham, easily, buddhyeya, may understand, durbodham, very difficult to understand, yosha, a woman, bhavat anugrahan, by your grace. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swamy Srila Prabhupada. Translation: My dear son, Kapila, after all I am a woman. It is very difficult for me to understand the absolute truth because my intelligence is not very great. But if you will kindly explain it to me, even though I am not very intelligent, I can understand it and thereby feel transcendental happiness. Please repeat, my dear son Kapila, after all, I am a woman. It is very difficult for me to understand the absolute truth because my intelligence is not very great. But if you will kindly explain it to me, even though I am not very intelligent, I can understand it and thereby feel transcendental happiness. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Knowledge of the absolute truth is not very easily understood by ordinary, less intelligent men. But if the spiritual master is kind enough to the disciple, however unintelligent the disciple may be, then by the divine grace of the spiritual master, everything is revealed. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur therefore says, Yasya Prasadat. By the mercy of the spiritual master, the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavat Prasada is revealed. Devahuti requested her great son to be merciful towards her because she was a less intelligent woman and also his mother. By the grace of Kapila Deva, it was quite possible for her to understand the absolute truth, even though the subject matter is very difficult for ordinary persons, especially women. Presents the Bhaktivedanta Om Ajnana Timirandasya Dhyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Ena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Nitinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Rama. So here Devahuti is showing the process of understanding the transcendental subject matters from a spiritual master. Actually, she is a very exalted personality, after all, mother of the Supreme Lord Kapila. But here we see she is saying, Aham Mandadi Hare. One thing is I am a woman, and the second is I am Mandadhi, less intelligence. My intelligence is not very great. Yosha means woman. So, etan me vijanihi. Please explain to me about the absolute truth, Krishna, about the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then, even though I am unintelligent, I will be able to understand. And then, Sukham Buddhyeya Durbodham. Durbodham means not very easy to understand. Absolute truth. We have experience of a dualistic world where we always see plus and minus, positive and negative, success and failure, happiness and distress. And absolute truth means the truths which are free from these dualities. That is absolute truth. So, which is free from all the dualities. So that means we are trying to understand a subject matter which is beyond our day-to-day experiences. Our day-to-day experiences are limited to the dualities of this world. So it's a difficult subject matter to understand. particularly for less intelligent people. So she is representing herself as Yosha Aham Mandadi Hare. She is saying, I am a woman, and then Mandadhi, less intelligent. So this is an important mode in approaching a spiritual master. One should not think I am very intelligent because I have studied and passed a lot of degrees, or I am intelligent because I am able to earn a good salary every month, and or I am very expert in presenting things because I have millions of followers. One should not be proud of his material qualifications and approach the spiritual master. One should present himself like a fool number one. Mandadhi Hare Yosha. She is recollecting all the limitations that a woman will have, and then she is saying, please, Durbodham, what is very difficult to understand, Buddhyaya, it becomes easily understandable. Vedeshu Durlabha, very difficult to understand, but it becomes easy, Adurlabha, if one approaches Atma Bhakto, a pure devotee. So we should approach Prabhupada in this mood. Mandadhi Hare. I am a very less intelligent person. Without bringing in his so-called qualifications in the material world. So that's why here we can see she is showing the path, how one has to acquire this transcendental knowledge. Even Lord Chaitanya also, he also presented himself as a Mandadhi, a fool. Actually, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he goes to Varanasi and he presents, he introduces Sankirtana Yajna in the city. And thousands and lakhs of people are following him and participating in the Sankirtana, Harinam Sankirtan. So, the Mayavadis of Varanasi, they saw what Lord Chaitanya is doing. And when they observed what Lord Chaitanya is doing, he is singing, dancing, and chanting the holy names, then they became very apprehensive that what kind of a sannyasi is he? He has taken his sannyas initiation from our own Mayavada Sampradaya, one of the Sampradayas, Bharati Sampradaya. So he is our own sannyasi. And what is that he is doing? They have one technical objection called Tavryatrika. Actually, because Mayavadi sannyasis are advised that they have to always read Vedanta. Kaupinavantaha, that sannyasis are advised to always study Vedanta, and they are supposed to derive pleasure from the Vedanta, from those studies. This is the advice that is given to them. So they are saying here is a sannyasi, but he is not engaged in any of this Vedanta study. And in Manu Samhita, there is a statement that this Tavryatrika is mentioned. Manu Samhita describes 10 sinful activities as kamaja, those arising from kama, lust. And then, of course, the 4 sinful activities, meat eating, intoxication, illicit sex, and gambling, they are part of the 10. And it also mentions about this Tauryatrika. This is the technical objection of the Mayavadis. What is this Tauryatrika? Trika means 3. These 3 things mixing together is Tauryatrika. What are those 3? One is singing, one more is dancing, and one more is musical instruments. Combining these 3 into musical melodies is considered sinful. Kamaja, arising out of lust. Singing, dancing, and music. That's what we see in bar and restaurants. So Manu Samhita is saying this is sinful, obviously. And so they study all this. They study Vedanta, they study Manu Samhita, because that is a Dharma Shastra. That is a... so they read all. So they've all well read Mayavadi sannyasis. They're all sitting, and then here goes Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu doing the same Tauryatrika, chanting, dancing, and playing mridanga and karatal. So they have a technical objection that how a sannyasi can do this. They are not able to understand that the chanting of the holy names doesn't fall under this kamaja, something which is arising out of lust. They cannot understand. So they question Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that how is it that being a sannyasi, you are supposed to relish Vedanta, study of Vedanta, but you are not doing that. You are simply engaged in these 3. Looks like you do not know what is Shastra, Vedanta. So that's why they called him Bhavuka. You are a sentimentalist. So at that time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he says, I approached my spiritual master. And then I asked about studying Vedanta. And my spiritual master told me that you are a fool, number 1. You are not eligible for reading Vedanta. You simply chant Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. I don't know what kind of a mantra my spiritual master has given me, but when I am chanting that mantra, by the influence of that mantra, I am chanting, dancing, springing into the air and this and that. This is I am not doing deliberately, but when that when I hear the holy names of Krishna, then immediately I am jumping and dancing. So this is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tells the Mayavadis. He is establishing the principle that one should remain as a fool, number 1, in front of the spiritual master. Every time you approach Prabhupada, how can you approach now? Prabhupada is not physically present. When you take up his book to read, you are approaching Prabhupada. Prabhupada says, some reporter asked, what will happen to this moment when you die? Prabhupada says, I will never die. I live in my books and you utilize. So when somebody opens a book, he is not opening a dead book. He is opening Prabhupada's book, means Prabhupada is living. So he is approaching the spiritual master So when you start reading Prabhupada books, you should approach as a fool, number one. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he gave one very important principle. He says, Trunadapi sunechena taroriva sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sadahari. The Yuga Dharma for self-realization in this world, in this age, is chanting of Hare Krishna. But who can chant nicely? If we want to improve our chanting quality, then this is the principle. Without following Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's principle, nobody can chant properly. Nobody can improve his chanting. So here this principle says, Trunadapi suni. Truna means the grass, piece of grass. In this world, that is, the grass is considered the kind of a nicha, lowest in the sense that everybody tramples on it and grass doesn't protest. So then that is one. One should think that I am very low. Like here she is saying, Devahuti, Mandadhi. She is also saying, I am a Yosha. I am a woman. So she is represented. It's not that men are something superior when they go in front of the spiritual master. They should also say, I am Nicha Janman, Nicha Jati, born in a very low family, born in a very and having a Nicha association all these years. Prabhupada, Krishna, please help me. So this is the mood of a devotee. Everybody has to be like that. And it's a fact that all of us are like that. What is our background? Each one of us know. There is no need of any special explanation. Each one of us know what is our background. And that background is not just limited to this one life. So many lives of background is there. And instead of feeling that I am actually a low class person, if somebody feels very proud about some qualifications that he has, that means he is not understood. He cannot understand transcendental subject matter. So, then Taroriva, Mahaprabhu gave one more example. Is compared. See, we can learn by looking into this world also. Prakriti can also be a guru, assisting Prabhupada's teaching. So, Taro means the tree. Now, tree, Mahaprabhu glorifies the tree. That what an example that it gives for all of us to follow. Everybody takes shelter of the tree. They pluck all the fruits, flowers and all that. As soon as a tree has all this, immediately everybody will climb and then they start taking. And it never protests. Somebody even start cutting the branches, never protests. Nobody pours water, doesn't protest. So even if people chastise us, rebukes us, gives all ill names, still one should not protest. This is the understanding. No, Prabhu, I am such a big this thing. He is not giving any respect. Then Mahaprabhu is saying, Amahanina. Don't expect any respect. I am something. The idea is, I am not something of this world. No, I don't want to be. I am not this body. So what is this bodily respects and identifications? Why I don't want to have anything in this world. I want to remain as Dasa 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 Anudasa. We have to address other devotees as Prabhu. That means you are my master and I am your servant. That should be the mood and attitude. In the outside world, they want to be the master of everybody. They nicely want to boss over. But here, among the Vaishnavas, we accept other Vaishnavas as masters. Always our mood should be how I can serve them. This has to be done under the direction of the authorities and spiritual master. The services among the Vaishnavas cannot be whimsical. Everywhere we have to seek the guidance and protection of the spiritual master, protection of Prabhupada. Then only we can properly grow in our spiritual lives. And after explaining this verse, Trunadapi Sunechena, this Krishnadas Kaviraj Maharaj is saying, Urdhva Bahu Kari, raising my hands, like we all raise hands, no? I declare, he is saying, Kahon, I declare, Suna, he is saying, please, everyone please hear. What he is saying? Sarva Loka Nama Sutre Ghanti Parakantaye Shloka. String this verse on the thread of the holy name and wear it on your neck for continuous remembrance. If one shloka you want to remember continuously, something that you can even hang around your neck always, what is that shloka? This Trunadapi Sunechena Taroriva Sahishnuna. Mahaprabhu, Krishnadas Kaviraj Maharaj is saying, this shloka given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so important, particularly for us, for sadhakas. So, he is saying, string this verse on the thread of the holy name and wear it on your neck for continuous remembrance. It should be always be in the background. So then, such a devotee will be able to transcend aparadha stage and gradually progress towards nama bhasa and then higher stages of chanting and hearing. We are not able to hear holy name because continuously we are hearing our glories inside. This is the problem. Go on, there are some our own false egos, they are continuously murmuring and glorifying. Oh, you are so great. And you are so nice. Look at that fellow, he is sleeping, but I am so nice, I am chanting. And look at the kind of service that I am doing. Here also, there is continuous glorification is going on. This is the problem. So, if somebody develops this humility, that what is this false glorification? That's why they are all called false egos. This is simply glorifying body and are glorifying some falsely. We are not able to hear the holy name. So that's why if we want to chant nicely, develop this attitude. That's why as soon as somebody comes to Krishna consciousness, we give, not sometimes, we give very humble services. Cleaning floors, cleaning toilets, cleaning vessels. Why? Because he understands, this is service. And ego is saying, okay, what kind of a service is this? I was working on big projects. Hundreds of people are reporting to me. No, here I am washing toilet. Here I am washing some vessels. Kya hua? What is this? But that is what you have to develop, sir. Whole bhakti process is to learn this submission. How to be submissive. This is the bhakti process. Whole Krishna consciousness process, if you want to summarize, that is submission to Prabhupada, submission to Krishna, that's all. If they say, do this, okay, so that kind of a service, it will create transcendental knowledge. Very surprising. If I go on washing vessels and toilets and this and that, how is it that is going to give me transcendental knowledge? How is it that it will make me understand Krishna? Durbodham buddhyeya. What is very difficult to understand, it becomes easy to understand. Bhavad anugrahat. Now here is the key. Devahuti is saying, Bhavad anugrahat, by your mercy. So when you follow Guru's order, submit to him and do all these menial services, then if Prabhupada is pleased, then Bhagavad Anugraha, Krishna, he will be pleased. And if Krishna, because Krishna is there in the heart, the Lord is not aloof from the Jiva. The Krishna and the living entity can never be separated. So the Lord is there in the heart, and as soon as he sees that we are submissive to his representative, he sees that, okay, you are submitting yourself to my representative, Prabhupada, okay, he will also be pleased. When he sees that Prabhupada is smiling and pleased, as a Almighty Father, as a Krishna, he is also pleased. And if Krishna is pleased, in Bhagavad Gita he promises that I am residing in the hearts of every living entity. In the 10th chapter he says, situated in the heart, I will shine the lamp of transcendental knowledge in the hearts of my devotees. Now this is an important process. Ultimately the knowledge is given by the Supreme Lord. He is the one who shines that knowledge. As soon as we obey Prabhupada and his system, Prabhupada means he is not alone. He, his books, his organization, his system. So if we submit ourselves to this, then miraculously, even though the devotee may be uneducated in terms of the material estimation, but still he will have wonderful realizations about Krishna, about Prabhupada. And if you know Krishna more and more, that is called absolute truth. That is durbodham, very difficult to understand absolute truth. So Atma Bhakto, adhurlabha, it becomes adhurlabha. See, very simple formula. Just become submissive to Prabhupada, do your services happily, take pleasure in doing service. This is the blessing. And the services begins with the tongue, and the most important service is chanting this Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. If you chant and hear as per Prabhupada's instructions, if Prabhupada is pleased, then Bhakti Siddhanta is pleased. The Guru Parampara is pleased. Lord Chaitanya, Goswamis are pleased. Nityananda Prabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they are pleased. And our life is successful. Lord Chaitanya is pleased. He is the Yuga Purusha, he is the Yajna Purusha for this age. We are all chanting to satisfy. And Lord Chaitanya pleased means directly Radha Krishna pleased. So this is the process. We all have to submit. This is the process of submission. So here we can see wonderfully Devahuti. She is not thinking, okay, Kapila is my son. She is not saying, okay, I am your mother. You give me all this. She is not demanding anything like that. She is very submissively, she is talking about her disqualification. She is thinking, okay, being a woman is a disqualification for spiritual life, but actually it is not so. But one should feel that yes, I am a low born, low species, and mandadhi, low intelligent, Hare, O Krishna, O my Lord, so please bless me, please help me. So this kind of a prayerful begging from Prabhupada and Krishna will give us the strength. Dependence on them will give us the strength. So that strength we can gain if one becomes submissive, and one more is tolerant. Whatever may happen, tolerate. And if you're not able to tolerate, then at least come to the authorities and then tell, Prabhu, this something has happened, I am not able to tolerate, please help me. So then some adjustments can be made, and that's how we should progress in our spiritual life. Any questions?